Hey everyone, Anthony Wilson here. Welcome back. Sorry I haven't posted anything lately. Lindsay and I were getting ready to go to Indianapolis for the invitationals, the Star City Games invitationals. So it's kind of hectic around here. But as I promised, I've been telling you I'm going to post this deck list, and I have it laid out right here in front of me. So I'm going to show you that and talk about it here in a minute. And also show you some of the cool stuff that we have up on eBay right now that you can get pretty cheap. It seems to be going pretty well, so I think we're going to continue with it for a little while. So yeah, I guess let's get right to the deck list first. Pretty sure you're anxious to see this. Sorry, this is kind of done on the fly here, so sorry if the quality isn't very good. I'll post this list in the description box as well, so in case you want to see it. Whoops. There we go. Alright. This is the Tmepered Steel list I've been playing. It actually has been working out fairly well for me. Pretty happy with it. To start out here, I have 4 Volt Scourge, 4 Porcelain Legionnair, 4 Ornithopter, 4 Memnite, 4 Signal Pest, 4 Glint Idol, 4 Mox Opal, 4 Dispatch, 4 Tmepered Steel, 4 Tezz Agent of Bolas. The mana base is pretty simple. We have 7 plains, 4 Marsh Flats, 4 Seachrome Coast, 4 Darkslick Shores, and 1 Swamp. The deck is pretty aggressive. You kind of have to come out of the gates hitting pretty hard. If you don't have a really aggressive hand, you should actually mulligan until you get something fairly decent. You can mulligan down to like 5 and still come back and win. It's pretty awesome. Obviously, you search, or you try to get the turn 2 Tmepered Steel out. It's pretty devastating if you can get that out. I don't think I've ever resolved a turn 2 Tmepered Steel and lost in any game. But Porcelain Legionnaire is pretty amazing in this deck. In the original build, I didn't have him in it, and that was a mistake. He's actually really, really good, very aggressive because of the 3/1 first striker. With Tmepered Steel out, he becomes a 5/3 first striker. So, pretty heavy hitter. Glint Idol is obviously very important. It gets around Pyroclasm, Day of Judgment, and all that sorcery speed wrath effects. The Tezz, I've never actually had a problem casting Tezz. I've had a lot of people ask me because the deck is the mana base seems a little shaky, but it actually works out very well. I've never had a problem getting Tezz out. Between the Mox Opals and the Scars lands, it works very well, and still always have the double white for Tmepered Steel. So yeah, this is what the main deck looks like. I'll post the actual list in the description box down below so you can get a better look at it and give me your opinions. And if you have any comments, please leave them in the comment section. I just started playing this list. It's my first time kind of really away from red. I have seen a red version of this deck. Instead of Tmepered Steel, they just run all the red dudes, and then Signal Pest and the other Battlecry dudes, Goblin War Driver and Hero of Oxid Ridge. Very good list. I'm thinking about putting that together too. Sorry, I didn't have this out here, but let's get to the sideboard here. Now, there's a lot of debate on what should be in the sideboard. I don't actually have all the cards that I wanted in the sideboard. The first thing is, I'll lay this out real quick so you can take a look at it, and then you can make your own judgments and put the sideboard together if you're going to play this deck to match the metagame in your area. I have a lot of hate for the Exarch, Deceiver Exarch combo Splinter Twin deck, which I'll get into. The sideboard here is 3 Revoke Existence, 4 Phyrexian Revoker, 4 Celestial Purge, 4 Inquisition of Kozilek. Now, some people were asking me how this is. It works okay. I do wish that there was something instant speed that got rid of artifact and enchantments. But also, like, I don't really want to destroy cards like Wormcoil Engine, Necropede, Perilous Myr. I'd like to remove them from the game and just be done with it. That way I don't have to deal with their after effects. So that's why I like this one over anything else. The Phyrexian Revoker because it helps deal with some of the planeswalkers and other things that I wasn't prepared for. There was some debate like that I should be running this guy, Hex Parasite, over him instead. I can agree with that. Hex Parasite is really good, but I find that Revoker is good against more things. Plus, this is also really good against the Exarch. Deceiver Exarch Splinter Twin combo. When you play this, you name Deceiver Exarch, and then the Splinter Twin doesn't work, because Splinter Twin gives Deceiver Exarch the ability to tap and put a copy of itself into play. So if you name Deceiver Exarch, he can't use that activated ability. Excuse me. Another one here is Celestial Purge. This is not just for the red deck, or red decks and black decks. I mean, it's obviously really good against those, like vampires and whatnot. This is also good against the Splinter Twin deck, because they're always going to tap out for Splinter Twin. They're going to play it as soon as possible. Ideally, they want to turn 3 Deceiver Exarch, turn 4. I'm sorry, turn 3 Deceiver Exarch, turn 4 Splinter Twin. When they do that, they're gonna, when they activate, they put the first activation in this deck. They're gonna tap to create a copy of Deceiver Exarch. When they do that, in response, Celestial Purge the Splinter Twin enchantment, so that they can't keep repeating the process over and over and over again. They only get one more Deceiver Exarch. So that's really good against them. Obviously, Inquisition of Kozilek, good against a multitude of decks. The deck can easily play this on turn 1 with 9 different ways to get a black source on turn 1. You don't really have a problem turn 1 Inquisition of Kozilek. One card the sideboard is missing is Spellskite. I really wish I had Spellskite here. Right now it's in Lindsay's deck. She's playing the Soul Sisters deck, so she has the 4 Spellskites, and unfortunately I have not been able to get an extra set. I'm currently working on that. When I do get Spellskites, I think Revoker will be replaced with Spellskite, because it's obviously way better in the 2-drop slot, and is actually an 04, which is better defense. Than with Tmepered Steel out, it becomes a 2/6. So good luck getting rid of Spellskite. Plus, I have plenty of blue sources in the mana base to pay for Spellskite's ability. So it actually works out really, really well in this deck, as it does in every deck. Some other cards I've been considering for the sideboard, and Torpor Orb is really good. It's actually incredible against a lot of decks, Soul Sisters, and XR combo, Squadron Hawk, Stoneforge Mystic. All that stuff requires come into play triggers, so I guess it's self-explanatory, and I'm sure it's out there right now that the orb is really good. I will also be posting this particular sideboard, in the description box along with the deck list. So yeah, if you have any comments, ideas, let me know. Like I said, this is my first time outside of my box here, outside of my comfort zone, running a different deck in Standard, other than Red deck. But although I am still considering putting the Red deck back together, because I love Red deck. So, and it's not actually as bad right now as I thought it would be. Not everybody's running Obliterators and Mental Missteps in my area, at least not around here. I don't know what the metagame is like in your area. Okay, next thing. This is pretty cool. We have a couple things on eBay right now. The other cards sold fairly decent. So we decided to give it another try with better cards this time. Here's the 3 cards we actually currently have on eBay. We have the 3D Joyra of the Gitu. Looks amazing with an alternate background there, is what that is. So if this is your EDH General, you want a copy of the Joyra, we will have the link to these auctions in the description box below. You can check it out. The second card we have right now is Nico Bolas. Awesome EDH General here. A lot of people playing this guy. Looks amazing 3D, by the way. He just turns out so cool. Very popular. So we decided to put one of these on eBay. See if you guys wanted to get at this. And the third thing we have up right now is 3D Golem Life Counter. Now the life counters are really difficult. They obviously don't fit in sleeves because they're way too thick. So we're not able to get them in like penny sleeves or anything like that. So we've created a plastic cover that goes over the top to protect the artwork. You can kind of see it shining right there. It is just a real thin plastic cover that protects the card the whole way, or corner, almost corner to corner. There are slight gaps in each corner where the extra border is held on. It is a 3D golem over top of a life counter base. It's actually got a spin counter in it, as you can see right there. It goes all the way up to 50, so the life counter actually works really good in regular play or EDH, whatever you're using it for. So, got the spin is right there on top. We create a lot of these life counters. They're actually very popular on site. The auction right now is starting out on this is $10. We sell these for $30 on site. So if you'd like to get your hands on one of these awesome life counters, just click on the auction link down below in the description box. And yeah, you can bid on this. Some of the other things, if you want to take a look, here's what some of the other life counters look like. We have foil glimmer post life counter. It's 3 or 4 copies thick, and then obviously the base with the spin counter in it. All the copies in this, every copy of the glimmer post is foil in that one. We have pristine talisman, different kind of spin counter in it there with bigger numbers. This one only goes up to 30, I believe. Yeah, it goes up to 30, as you can see right there. So that one's pretty nice. Here's a really cool one. Brainstorm. Can't even say it. 3D Brainstorm life counter here. It's got one of the spin counters that go all the way up to 50. Really awesome artwork here. Obviously, Lindsay does all the 3D'ing on top. I make the bases myself. But yeah, that's some of the cards that we're selling. We're selling these 3. Will be sold on site. These 3 right now we have up on eBay. So there'll be a link in the description box if you'd like to bid on these. We expect them to sell fairly well. We don't know how often we'll be able to get some of these cards to make these again, like Nico Bolas and Joyra and stuff. Kind of hard to get a hold of. So we don't know how often we'll be able to put these up on eBay. They're also very popular on site, so I don't know how often we'll do this. But yeah, if you like any of these, feel free. If you have any questions about the 3D cards or life counters, go ahead and just send me a message or post it in the comment section below, or even in a video response. Just let me know what you think. Alright, well, as always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys later.